Hi everyone. My name is Rachel Wolf and I'm the CEO of the American Committee for Shaare Zedek. It is so wonderful to look around the room today and see so many of our friends, and to also see so many new faces. As a side note, I urge you to all take a moment to look at today's program to see our upcoming events, including the announcement of our new trip to Patagonia in Western Falls and Buenos Aires next February 2024. Okay, back to the program. Let me first say mazel tov to Stephanie, and thank you for becoming such a beautiful ambassador for Shaare Zedek. It is so nice to be able to celebrate with you, your amazing parents, Adele and Rob, and all of your friends who are here today. Joan, it is my great honor to introduce you. This is the part you've been looking forward to the least. But I'm sorry, you're going to have to listen to some nice words about you for a little bit. I'm going to start with something that Henry wrote and asked me to read to you today. My dear Joni, I am so sorry for not being able to be with you to celebrate the great and wonderful day, this great and wonderful day in your life, to be honored by Shaare Zedek, the Hospital of the Heart. Now, this is not just a slogan. It was earned the old-fashioned way. I've sent you some roses, not a substitute for me, but for me to express my happiness for you, as roses symbolize happy occasions. Please convey my appreciation for all who came to be with you, from as far as California, Canada, New Jersey, and of course New York City. With warmest regards to all, love always, Henry. Joan has been a lay leader for Shaare Zedek for 35 years. 35 years is a pretty impressive number. By the time I started working for Shaare Zedek 21 years ago, Joan was already a seasoned veteran. Inspired by her parents, who were always deeply committed to tzedakah and chesed, Joan has been a lifelong doer, not just for Shaare Zedek, but for many Jewish organizations. When you meet Joan, you will straight away notice her patented purple or pink eyeshadow and lipstick. You will notice her smile and sense her sharp wit and her heart. She is humble and unassuming, yet she is powerful and deeply intelligent. Her insights and opinions have been a tremendous guiding light for me and for our women's division for decades. And her tenacity and passion have attracted many new friends to the organization. One of the key roles that Joan has played over the years has been to chair our $1,000 Club. This special group goes on outings to leading cultural institutions in New York City and the tri-state area, visiting the newest exhibits, going on fun excursions, and seeing some of the most enjoyable Broadway and ballet performances. By the way, it's not too late to sign up. We have a flower designing class coming up and a trip to Leopoldstadt. For decades, Joan has been a leader in helping to identify, research, and arrange these trips, not to mention encouraging countless friends and acquaintances to join. At every Women's Division board meeting that Joan attends, she contributes great insight, intelligence, and humility. She has a unique way of providing a brutally honest opinion with a kind and supportive smile. Joan is a doting and caring mother, wife, stepmother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. No matter what challenges have been thrown her way, and there have been many, she has faced them with grace, humor, and enormous strength. She is a caretaker extraordinaire to all those around her, and someone I constantly learn from. I have the added fortune of being a fellow Jewish Center member with Joan, and so one of my favorite things on Shabbos is being able to share a smile or an eye roll from across the way. Joan's smile has the powerful ability to really light up your day. Joan, I know you hate being honored. You hate being the center of attention. And perhaps this is just another one of the reasons that we are so happy to be able to do so today. You mean so much to so many of us, and I am so glad we have that opportunity to say thank you for who you are, what you do, and for the lasting impact you have made and continue to make on our hospital. Mazel tov, my friend. Please join me on the stage so we can present you with your award. Same pasuk that we read earlier for Stephanie. As you come up, the inscription reads, and honor Joan Papier-Lieberman for her dedication, leadership, and commitment to Shaare Zedek Medical Center in Jerusalem. May 2nd, 2023, 11 ER.
Thank you so much, Rachel, for that great and undeserving introduction. When I hear such nice things said about me, two prayers come to mind. First, may God forgive the speaker for what she said about me. My second prayer, may God forgive me for enjoying those nice words. Shalom, dear friends. It's so nice see so many of you that I haven't seen in such a long time because of the pandemic and just because of life in general. So it's really great to be here and see you. Close to 35 years ago, my friend Alice Turbina, Zerona Lagrotha, approached me to join the Shaare Zedek board, and I have never looked back. For these 3 decades, it has been a real honor to be an ambassador for the Hospital with a Heart. To witness the growth Shaare Zedek has seen over the years is mind-boggling. Did you know that in 1990, the hospital had 300 beds? Today, it has more than 1,000 beds. When I started, they were delivering 2,900 babies annually. Today, it is more than 22,000, 2 of which were my great-grandchildren, and 1 is waiting in the wings. They used to see 26,000 ER visits a year. Today, that number is 170,000. And perhaps most impressively, the number of outpatient visits went from 27,000 to 850,000. That kind of growth is truly unheard of. But it isn't only about the top-notch care that takes place at the hospital. It is a deep commitment to compassionate patient care that stands out to me as unique and comforting. For those of us who have had personal experiences with Shaare Zedek, we can tell you what it means to feel the warmth, caring, and heart that surrounds you when you need it the most. I want to take this opportunity to thank my family. Thank God our extended and blended family has grown beautifully and can be found all over the U.S., Canada, and Israel. I pray for the continued health of my wonderful husband, Dr. Lieberman, who regrets not being here today. And it is so like him to do that surprise for me, which I appreciate beyond belief. I am so thankful for my children, Neil, Lee, Julie, and David, Gita, and Alan, Andrea and Alan, and Robin and Moshe, and my 18 grandchildren and 12 great-grandchildren. A special thank you to my family who made great efforts to be here today. I am here today, as Rachel touched on, because of my parents and grandparents. I can remember looking back when I don't know if I was 3 years old or 5 years old, and I used to go with my grandmother and my mom to the Hebrew home for the aged, where my grandmother would bake challah and bring the filter fish to the residents. In those years, it was nothing like the Hebrew home in Riverdale today. And my mom and dad were very involved in the Young Israel movement, and my mother was the head of the Women's League. And I watched this as a child, you know, I would come home and there would be enough. Sorry, I had to go to Hunts Point Market to get some legs for the luncheon tomorrow. Because that's how it was done in those days, not beautifully catered, the women did. So I just hope that they would be proud of the way that I tried to follow in their footsteps by giving back. Getting on it was certainly never something I was looking for, but I am so glad it gives me a chance to share my love for the hospital and for the people I have had pleasure to work with these last 35 years. May we always come together to celebrate Smaco. And a special thank you to Rachel, who is the most unbelievable person I have met, and to Sharon, because together they are a special team. And I thank you for making this day so memorable and beautiful.